Hi, it's Amy, and now that the Secret Santa style Christmas in July swap reveal has been done, I get to share with you the items that I made for my partner. Again, this swap was created and hosted by Carol at the Crinkled Path, and I will list all the other swap hosts as well as the participants below so you can check it out. Super fun swap. I really enjoyed partaking in this. So for the first package, we were to make three tags, three handmade tags, and we were to base it off our partner's profile. And so mine listed that she liked circus, school, and Christmas were themes that she would probably be creating in her next junk journals. And so I went with that and decided to make these three tags based off of that. So the first one, I have this Ringling Brothers at Barnum and Bailey Circus roasted peanut vintage bag. And inside I have tucked this tag that has a pocket on it. And this pocket I made just a cluster for the front. I created that paper on Canva. And then the cluster I just made by layering up fabric and trim and different tickets. And I stapled it on with rusty staples. I love using rusty staples. And then these are the tags that are in there. I created two. And this one, they all have these little charms attached to them. And this one has an acrobat on the back of a horse. And this one has an acrobat. I believe it's just an acrobat, sorry. And for the second tag, I decided to go with the school theme. So I did a fabric quilted collage, if you will, tag and stitched all these on. And then I created this my little golden book charm that I attached with some ribbon. These are so fun to make, these little golden book charms. And then I put it in a glassine bag and added this hello sticker and some learn, wonder, imagine type stickers for school theme. And then I'm going to gift her these extra charms that I made, these little golden book charms that are in this little pocket that she can use. And then the last tag is Christmas themed, and I decided to make this sheet music pocket to hold it that I stitched around, and then I added that piece of ephemera on the front, that little stocking. And then this is a tag which I collaged, and again, candy canes, or if I didn't say this, my partner likes candy canes, so I tried to include like images of candy canes. It's got a flashcard that says Jolly and a little label, and then this poinsettia, it's a glittered poinsettia, and I added like three little gold embellishments to the center. And a little stamp here, a little Christmas wreath stamp. And then on the side, I've added a tab and a little gold bulb pin, which I added these little beads to, these little crystal beads to, and attached that little polka dot ribbon. I thought it turned out really sweet. And then I tucked in just this Christmas playing card. It is vintage. And this photo of people out taking a sleigh ride at Christmas. So those are the tags I created. And then I'm also going to send to her a tag kit. So I made this with a printable photo and just attached tags for you to create with. And inside there's just a bunch of a variety of tags that she can use however she wants. I love this image on the front of this woman with her, I'm guessing it's either her daughter or maybe her grandbaby. And then you see the Christmas tree in the background. So, so sweet. I just thought it was fun. So yeah, these are the items that I sent to my Secret Santa for her first package. And I also made her this postcard and wrote her this note on the back that I'm going to include. Thanks for watching and take care. Bye. Hey, it's Amy, and I hope you're doing well. And I'm back to share with you the second package that I'll be sending to my Secret Santa. Again, this is for the Secret Santa style Christmas in July swap. Okay, so for the second package, we were to send at least three items that our partner could use in their junk journals. And my partner
if you don't recall, I'm hopefully going to stream this all together. She likes circus and school were her couple of her themes that she said that she would be working on next. And so for that, I really focused on the circus and the school themes. And so you will see what I have in front of me here, that it is a combo of that. And I'm sending her a kit that she can use to make, hopefully, contribute towards a junk journal album and have lots of items that she can use in it. And let's get to it. I'm going to move these things to the side because I'm going to get to the main package. And I'm sorry, I haven't packed, I will say it will all be wrapped and packaged up very nicely. But because I'm doing this video, obviously, I don't want to have to unwrap it. And the crinkling, there may be some because some items are already wrapped up or in bags. So I'm sorry for that. I'm just going to preface that. So the first item that I found, and I hope that she really likes, is this McCall's pattern. And it is a vintage McCall's clown pattern. And I really hope she likes this. I thought it was super sweet and that she could use this in her journal or maybe even make just a journal out of this because I've seen a lot of people do that. And it's in pretty good shape, I thought. And the pattern is actually in here. So that's the first one, first item that I'm sending her. And then let's see, I'll do the little tidbits last. All right, so I made her this folder, and this folder is made out of a legal file folder. And then I covered it in this paper, this star paper, which I kind of was hoping would represent circus theme, maybe slash school. And then I went on Canva and I created this label for it. And then that's my Secret Santa's name. Whoops, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'm revealing myself. And then it says, step right up to the circus school spectacular. Dive into a world of dazzling delights and creative capers, discover the magic of circus school where fun, flair, and fantastic feats await. So, yep, that's the little label I made for her. And then I did stitch all around it in gold thread. And then I added 2 eyelets and then attached this little ribbon to tie it shut. And it is pretty full. And again, some of the items are already wrapped up. So I apologize for the crinkling and so forth. This has just a whole bunch of cards, like playing cards and there's reading cards, there's word cards, there's accounting cards, there's math cards, addition cards. There's like this little cute game that was a day at the zoo, take 2 turns, and a circus themed one. There's snap cards in here. There's just a ton of different like playing cards or like kids based, I guess you could say, cards that she can use in her crafting, I hope. And then this package right here is a bunch of like circus and just ephemera I'm hoping she can use. So these are just some tabs. Those are vintage circus ticket. These are all like circus cut aparts that she can hopefully use. Some tickets in green and pink. I like this dude, this little lion dude. I thought he's pretty cool. Circus. And then some play money. You need money to get into the circus, of course. And then this cute little picture, or this cool picture, I should say, of this performer with an elephant. Okay, so that is that. Let me put this back in here. I apologize again for the crinkling. Trying to keep it at a minimum. And then in this first packet, I have included a bunch of children's book pages that basically were circus. So this is The Circus Came to Town, and she's going to get that full story. And I love the images. I love that little clown and the little dog pushing him. Looks like a Jack Russell to me. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Let's see. Maybe, I guess it could be Westy. I'm not sure. But anyhow, these images are just really sweet, I thought. So that's the first clown story. And then there's this clown story. And this is, I don't think I had all the pages for it. But anyhow, just thought these were really neat. And what a difference in images on the clowns. Like this clown's face. And I think this is really funny, this little pig running away. Sorry. So again, that's from a children's book. And let's see, put that back. And then again, another little story that's based on, or I had some circus print in the background. And this is Dusty Learns. And then this is that story. So she'll be getting that. And then these are some school day stickers. And these are just clear stickers. This is from SMR Stickers. And then these are children's book pages that I thought she could use when she does in her school book. I love these type of images. The kids are so sweet in them. And this little boy at his desk. And this is from a school book, songbook, Sleep, and Things I Like Best. And these are from Jack and Jill book pages. So, and then this is just from a storybook page from kids storybook. Okay, so that's the first side. Let me put all this stuff back. Let me read it. Sorry. And then on the second side of the folder, we have this vintage popcorn bag. And inside, I have tucked some charms that are like school themed, and then also just like polka dots and plaids or checker print and just all different kinds and themes. So I thought she could use those. Those look more along the line of school, but it does have a bit of circus vibe to it. And then I had this circus fabric, and it is vintage, and it is so sweet. I love these little clowns. They're just so cute. I don't know if you can see the little faces. But there's an elephant, and there's all different themes. This one's on a unicycle. This little clown's little hat fell off. This one's with a tiny little dog. He's so sweet. And here they are trying to balance. So yeah, she's gonna get a generous portion of that she can use in her journaling. And then in this polka dotted bag, I am sending her all kinds of like school, like stickers and labels and so forth. So you've got some pencils, and then just this would be like a comp book cover, like little label for the front you can write on. Some of these smiley face, like name badges, a library card. She likes green, so I'm sending her a lot of stuff that has green. If you'll see, just some general labels and so forth. And then some hello, my name is so forth stickers. So that is going in that bag. And then I had this really cool circus bag, and I just love the image on the front. It's got like a lion with a little dog on the back, and a bear, and a zebra, and an elephant, and there's an acrobat there, and there's an acrobat on top of the elephant, giraffe, and then a tiger here. So yeah, just a really fun little bag. I'm including that so you can use it in a journal. And then a whole bunch of papers here. Most of them are like lined or just like writing reviews from journals. So you got blue, pink. There's some vintage accounting paper, ledgers, some vintage school paper, some newer school paper, some children's book paper, more school paper, distressed paper, lined paper, more vintage paper. And then this is like a picture from, this is from a yearbook page, like a school yearbook. And then there's some circus cut aparts here that she can use for tags and tickets and so forth. And more tags that she can use and tickets. And then there's some encyclopedia and dictionary pages in here. This is a calculus book page. So yeah, I feel like I went heavy on the circus, and then I was trying to find more school stuff, and well, I really went with the circus theme, I feel like. Okay, so let me move all that to the side and show you the small tidbits that I am sending to her. So I have these clear stickers. I love this little seal. He's just adorable. This little bear. These clown stickers. I think these are really pretty, these clowns. They're so colorful. Little tent, and then this clown with the balloons. So there's some clear stickers I'm going to give her. And then again, because she likes green, I'm giving her this bobbin or this thread. And then there's some red glitter washi tape in there. And then I found these like wooden clown bead face or beads with clowns' faces on them. And I thought those were cool, and they're all different. So I'm going to send her those. And then this is some more bits and bobs. So this is like a clown pick. So cute, that little hat. This is a vintage clown pick. Like cupcake pick, I guess I should preference. That's a cupcake pick. And then here's another one. And let me see. Probably see him better that way. I love the smile on him. And then here's another vintage clown cupcake pick. I love that he's bald. But that little tiny hat, his nose. And then just a monkey. She can use that in charms in here. Is just, I believe that it's either a tiger or, well, actually, I think it more looks like a puma if you ask me. But anyhow, so I found this plastic animal and I'm going to give her that because I was thinking, he looks kind of ferocious. And then this reminded me of like a conductor's hat from the um, circus who like, conducts the circus. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I thought, she can drill a hole in it and use it, for a charm. And then I came across these tiles. It was like a game, and the whole thing wasn't there, but I did have enough to make a couple words with. So you basically put them together like this. You would slide them together and make words. So that would be like school oriented marine. And then I'm sending her clown. And then the final one from that is this little like tab, like it's like a bread type tab, but it says A plus, like A plus in school. So those are those larger bits and bobs that she will be getting. I've had so much fun, like just finding little things here and there. And I didn't have a lot of circus at all on hand. And this has really opened my eyes and trying to find things. And now I kind of want to make a circus journal. Okay. And then the last one is probably my favorite thing. I was at the thrift store and I found these little sequin pens, which are those little short pens. And it came in this container. And this popped off because it was just the glue was no longer working. It was just basically all dried out. And so I filled it with a bunch of charms for her and re-glued it back down. And I don't even think you can tell. I don't know, but it is vintage. Maybe that was bad. I don't know, but I just thought it was a really clever way to recycle this packaging and send her these little charms. And the little charms in here are like scissors, and there's apples and little horses and pencils and math books. And yeah, there's a school bus in there. Yeah, just all kinds of, there's like a little jewelry word. So there's all kinds of just like fun little charms in there for her to use in her journals. Maybe she'll make a dangle. Okay, so that is what I'm sending her in her second package. And thanks for watching. And I do hope that you will check out the other people that are participating in it. The links will be posted below. Thanks a lot and have a great one. Bye.
Hey, it's Amy, and I'm back to share with you the final package I am sending off to my partner in the Secret Santa swap. It was to be a handmade Christmas item and 2 journaling items. And so I decided to make a VHS tape junk journal. And she likes the Grinch, how the Grinch stole Christmas. So this is a VHS sleeve, and I added cardstock on the inside and laminated it to make it more substantial. And this is the sleeve that comes with VHS tapes. Disney did this, and they came in a clamshell like this. And inside houses the VHS tape. And a VHS tape, they don't make these anymore. If those of you are unsure what a VHS tape is, it was to play a movie. But anyhow, and inside that little pocket there, they would put the sleeve into it to protect it. And this was one of Disney's like trademark things, if you will. So they were pretty nice cases. I covered it with cardstock so it could hold a signature or two. And then I laminated it. And like I said, my partner liked Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and I was able to find a thrifted copy. So inside here, I made this pocket, and when I laminated it, then I just cut it out. And I will say that I made this a traveler style junk journal, and that way she can take the papers out and move them around or work on them as she wants. And I just used, 2 pieces of elastic. So opening up inside here to share with you, I have this printable tag, candy canes. She loves candy canes, and I added that little dotted trim at the top, lace trim. And this is a little snowman printable. I thought he was really sweet. And the first page is vellum, and then I added a little tab with a fabric tab that I stitched on, and I added a safety pin with some green and white twine that I just tied into a bow. The second page is from a Richard Scarry book, and it was a Christmas mice. I think it goes really well with the Dr. Seuss. And I have this Cindy Lou Who tab at the top. And then this is some of that tulle, snow flock tulle that you can get from the Dollar Tree. This was from a children's activity book, and it was a Christmas fill-in form. And as you can see, it was already filled out by whoever owned this magazine. Thought it was really cool. And this is from a Sears and Roebuck catalog, and it was in the Christmas section So therefore you see, you know, a Christmas Santa costume, tree stand, light bulbs, ornaments, more. This is Away in a Manger sheet music, and I added this little Santa hat at the top, and she can move that around. I just used a piece of washi tape to stick it on, and therefore she can pull it up and move it wherever she wants. And then I added some pleated Swiss dot trim or ribbon on the side here, and at the top I had that little foil holly piece. And then this is a page here from the actual Dr. Seuss book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Thought it was really cute, the whimsical drawings. And this is a printable, and this is a woman underneath her Christmas tree with her dog. Just a black and white photo. Just thought it was really cute. And then it's clipped on with this little pom-pom paper clip that I made. And on the side, I added this little, stitched in this little pom-pom trim. On the back, this is a Christmas telegram, and she can use it to journal, add a photo. And this is a page from the Jack and Jill magazine from December. And on the back side of here, it tells like a Christmas story. And this is handmade paper. And I added this little holly tab on the side with a ribbon clamp and a little light bulb charm dangling. This is a Christmas card. This is another piece of that Dr. Seuss from the book. And this is some scrapbook paper. And I added this little candy cane flashcard at the top. Again, my partner likes candy canes. And then at the top, I also embellished it with a tiny little candy cane. I made this into a pocket. And on the back side, it says Christmas Eve. And then inside, I have tucked some journaling cards and cut aparts that she can use as she wants. And I made this tag here and added a ribbon at the top. And then in this little tuck-in, this is a Dr. Seuss printable, and then also a little girl black and white photo from Christmas printable. This is some that handmade paper. I just made a bow, tied it on, and I did add the eyelets to make sure it wouldn't rip through the paper. Made it a little more decorative. And there's candy cane paper, scrapbook paper, I should say. And this was a hot cocoa mug card, and I thought it was really, really cute and went really well with the illustrations and the whimsy of Dr. Seuss. And it's blank on the inside, and I just tucked it in here with a paper clip. And then this is a pocket that she can add items into. Can never have too many pockets, right? Oh, and I do want to show, this is the top of the journal. I wanted things to be kind of poking out that you could see. And so you can see the trims, the pom-pom, the hat, and more. I'll show you when I get in here, and that's the side. I added another little tab with a piece of lace, and then I did stitch on this jingle bell, this little red jingle bell at the bottom. A little snowman, printable. And this is a little book that I made with scrapbook paper and some copy paper that I stitched in, and she can use it however she wants. And it's just clipped on with a paper clip. And paper clip, I did add this little red bow at the top. I love the presents here. The colors were perfect and went really well with the Dr. Seuss story, if you ask me. This is just a little paper stack that I made, and I embellished at the top with a piece of lace and a candy cane cutout or a piece of ephemera. And then it's attached or just draped over this piece of vellum that I added a piece of lace trim to. And this is the second signature. It's candy cane scrapbook paper. And then I did add a tab there with an eyelet and added this little candy, peppermint candy charm. Sears and Roebuck page again. I love the kids on the rocking horses here. This is a great photo there from the page of Dr. Seuss, or picture, I should say. This is a tag printable, and I added that little Swiss dot tab at the top, and it's in a glassine vintage envelope. It's a page from Norman Rockwell book, and it's got these little Santas at the top I think are really cool. This is a little envelope with a window, and then I tucked in this little angel card. And this is some scrapbook paper, and I added this retro paper pocket here, and then just tucked in some things for her to use, like a card, flash card, and a Tim Holtz, I believe this is a Tim Holtz stamp. And this is some wax paper, and that would have this really cute print on it. I thought it went in here well, and I love the sound of it. This is a vintage Christmas ad that I printed, and so it has all kinds of different, season greetings and so forth for the holiday season. Over here, I added this scrapbook pocket onto the back and tucked in this candy ribbon paper. Here, I clipped onto the scrapbook piece of paper this printable photo from I think it's Tsunami Rose I got that from, and I have an envelope attached to it, and then this journaling card, or spot, if you will. Dr. Seuss page, and this is a Christmas cookie book. Some more Richard Scarry pages, coffee dyed paper. Attached a tag here with a paper clip. It just says fa la la. On the back here, it's a flip out, and then I added this little Dickens Carolers card, and then a Christmas bag, and inside that is another tag with a stocking on it. I tried to keep things kind of simple because I didn't want to add too much where she couldn't make it her own. So I wanted everything to be movable. This is some Christmas doilies that I clipped in that she can use. And then this is a envelope, a vintage like envelope. And at the top here, I taped in one of those snowflake ornaments from, I think I got it from the Dollar Tree. And then I added this little pleated ribbon on the side. And some lace trim there. And then this flip out, I added this little reindeer tag. And then at the top, I just added a little piece of striped green and cream colored stripe for the tab. And this is another Grinch printable. And in the back of this glassine envelope, I tucked in, these are shakers, little Grinch shakers that I thought she could use them to maybe make a charm. And there's some Grinch printed ribbon. And then this last flip out is the last Grinch printable. And I love that saying, maybe Christmas is a little more. And then I just use that little heart clip to keep it shut. In the back again, I've added another Christmas telegram printable and a Christmas tag that I just added some trim to the top. So she's receiving this, and I'm going to send her a packet, a Christmas journal kit, if you will. But I'm not sharing that. I just wanted to share what I made for her. And these are really easy to make. And VHS tapes, because they don't make them anymore, you can generally find these in the thrift store pretty easily. And if you have a laminator, even better. If you don't have a laminator for it, then you could always use contact paper. So this was a really fun swap, and I'm thankful to Carol and all the hostesses for helping with this, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks a lot. Bye.